The woman in front of her clumsily pried open a conch with a stone. I thought I could have a full meal, but the huge conch only has a small piece of snail meat. The woman, who was hungry for 2 days, still ate it, but then he was nauseous and vomited out by the foul smell of conch meat, and the man next to him is enjoying his luxurious fish sashimi. The hungry woman deliberately walked past the man. The man did indeed stop himself, and invite women to have lunch with themselves. Women succeed in their cunning schemes. Come to the table, enjoy the business in front of you. Sashimi. The man kindly handed him coconut water, after a woman has had enough to eat and drink. Gave the man a sweet kiss. The man's heart was instantly filled with joy. She gradually fell in love with this wealthy young lady, and women also develop attachment to men. Two people rely on each other for survival, although there is not much material enjoyment, but a diligent man is enough to make two people have no worries about food or clothing. But then an accident happened. The men who fish in the sea all over the world unexpectedly saw a bald head covered in injuries. The man approaches and takes a look. Only then did I realize that this is actually the husband of a woman who has been separated for a long time. A kind-hearted man doesn't hesitate, still carrying her back. Little did one know, this decision will make me regret it for the rest of my life and return home. When a woman sees her husband, an unstoppable joy within oneself. Hurry up, pick it up. A wealthy person who takes good care of their health. Watching my wife have an affair with someone else. Feeling increasingly uncomfortable in my heart. But women are called millionaires. Don't worry about yourself and him. Nothing happened. But it's obvious. The wealthy did not listen. When I finally had another meal, rich people constantly use language to provoke men. He used his own lighter to have a complete showdown with men, and the man also expressed, only oneself can catch fish. If you want to eat, you have to follow your own path, and have a fight between the two of you. From now on we will live our separate lives. Mutual non-interference. Two people who can be full of hostility. I really will compromise with each other. Did you survive until the day of rescue? This has. Got it. Two strong men wrestling together. The cause is just a fire. The man secretly borrowed the fire of a wealthy man to roast fish. After being discovered by a wealthy person, the two of them had a big fight. In a state of panic, the man found the harpoon. Arrogant billionaires instantly urged, start a mental attack, said he had an affair with his wife. The man with a harpoon instantly lost his confidence, because men do like their wives and billionaires. When a man is stunned, took his grilled fish. Only then did the man realize, as a wealthy person in the upper class, I haven't done any fishing work at all. We can only find some shrimp and crabs to satisfy our hunger. Watching men return with loads every day, the wealthy are becoming increasingly uneasy. I'm afraid my wife might run away with the man. To prove one's abilities in front of his wife, the wealthy have prepared their harpoon, while a man is asleep. Secretly took away his goggles. With the help of goggles, rich people like fish in water, successfully caught the fish I wanted. But at this moment, a woman who woke up from her nap, seeing my husband disappear, continuously calling, this wakes up men who are also sleeping. Men see women's graceful bodies, can't help but smile at him. At this point, how long is a man happy? The man suddenly realized that his goggles had been stolen. The angry man picked up the harpoon and prepared to kill the wealthy man. Skincare conscious women constantly prevent men from physically touching, make men feel malicious, and at this moment, the wealthy man who was focused on fishing was unaware that his head had already turned into a green grassland. The two who have grown up embrace each other, like a loving couple. A man who is still full of ideas. I hope women can move over and live with me, and women only hope that men don't say anything about their relationship. The wealthy man who returned from fishing proudly returned his goggles to the man. But the man wasn't angry. Curious rich man asked his wife, what's wrong with the man? Looking at the equally calm woman in front of me, the wealthy finally saw the color on their head. He was born into the upper class from a young age. You can have whatever you want, but now it's turned green by a worthless little boy. This completely shattered his long-standing confidence. Grab your wife's hair, dragged her forcefully into front of the man. Then he ran to the edge of the cliff. Swear to make this dog man and woman pay the price. This man broke a glass bottle, continuously rubbing the bottom of the bottle against the stones. Then he picked up the plastic bottle and leaned it against the fire. Burn the bottle mouth until soft, and while the plastic melts, firmly adhere the polished glass bottle bottom to the plastic bottle mouth. Finally, use a small knife to cut open the plastic bottle. Seal the bottle mouth with rubber. Carefully wrap the edge of the incision. A simple goggles will be ready. Rich people eagerly dive into the water to see the effect. Discovering everything on the seabed is clearly visible, he laughed heartily. This means he no longer has to worry about food. One day, when wealthy people go fishing in the sea as usual, but a small sunken ship was discovered. Just fix the hole in the bottom of the ship. You can escape this damn place on your own. The wealthy man towed the ship to the shore. At this moment, the two people inside the house saw this. Hurry forward. Wanna help? But the wealthy no longer believed that anyone would blow away this dog, man and woman, and other men when they went fishing. The woman walked up to the wealthy man's side. I hope the wealthy can take away themselves after repairing the ship. But the wealthy man drove him away without hesitation. Early the next morning, the wealthy finally repaired their own boat, then pick up the harpoon and go fishing in the sea. prepare enough food before going to sea, and it happened to be seen by the man on the shore. Upon seeing a man, hurried to tell the woman, "If you want to leave here, this is the best opportunity." 2 people launch a small boat and see the wealthy here, hurry to chase after the 2 people, but it's still one step late. Watching the small boat gradually fading away, the wealthy reclined leisurely in their chairs, drinking coconut juice. At this point, 2 people on board discovered that the ship was leaking water. It turns out that the wealthy never really repaired the ship. To survive, the 2 had to jump off the boat and swim back to the shore, and at this point, the wealthy have already burned down their residences, then lie down on the hammock to rest. The wealthy man waiting for work picked up his harpoon, and found the exhausted man, who had been swimming for a day, and then one shot ended his life. After the death of a man, the wealthy tied up their wives, gave a severe lesson: women know they want to live, can only rely on the wealthy to leave tears of regret. The wealthy forgave a woman's betrayal. The 2 of them returned to their previous lives. A peaceful life will eventually be broken. 1 year later, a passing fisherman's family, seeing Xiaowu rushing over, they often come to fish, know that this is desert island. Excited women speak incoherently, follow them back to the fishing boat. The fisherman's adorable 2 little daughters take care of the woman with great care, just as he was fortunate. "But I saw my husband, who was fishing at sea," and the wealthy man happily waved to the woman, "thought I had finally arrived for rescue." But the woman turned around and looked. The fisherman's family happened to be away. The wealthy realized something was wrong. At this point, the woman once again pulled out the lighter that the wealthy relied on to survive. The woman looked at the despairing expression of the wealthy man, an unstoppable upward movement of the corners of the mouth. As the fishing boat gradually moved away from the island,